One way to get started in real estate sales or to get better sales results is to join a real estate developer or join a team that focuses with a certain developer. Now, this was one of the insights that I got from my guest yesterday, Clement Dizon. And tonight, we're going to talk with one such person. So, someone who can tell us how to prosper during this tough time. Now, the good thing with joining a team is it will help you learn the basics of real estate selling quickly, saving you the frustration of having to learn it on your own. So don't just join any team, join the top team in a real estate organization. So like the number one sales network of Pro Friends, and my guest for tonight, and Mr. Billy Dominguez is the president of Green Circle Realty, the consistent top team in Lancaster, New City, and he has kept the number one spot even during a difficult selling period like the one that we had last year and even this year. And he was also awarded as the Asian real estate company, number one real estate company in Asia. So how did he do it? Well, let's find out. Let us all welcome my guest for tonight, Mr. Billy Dominguez. Sir Billy, good evening and welcome to the Dealmaker channel.
Hi, good evening, Ronald. It's a pleasure to be part of your program. So, good evening, everyone, to all your viewers. I'm so happy to be part of this program tonight.
Knowing what you know now, what would you have done differently? How was your start? Was it smooth sailing in the beginning? Or what were the kind of challenges that you faced?
At first, it was difficult for me because I didn't have any experience in sales. I was a corporate person. In fact, I was in the public affairs department of Pag-ibig, but I was more on the writing side. So, yes. But of course, I went into selling. So I had difficulty because number one, I really didn't have the sales skills because I was not really keen on talking to a lot of people, then convincing them to buy. So I guess it took a long time before I can sell. I almost stopped doing it because I became impatient and I became frustrated until I got a lot of chances to meet a lot of people. So I did my best. But the turning point is basically on organizing a team. Basically, that started my success because I just thought I'm not really a good salesperson, but I was a good seller of opportunity to people who wanted to become successful. So I saw that niche. I learned some of the rudiments of selling, but immediately I transformed it to an organization builder where I was not really focused on selling real estate properties, but I was trained to sell the opportunity to succeed in the real estate selling business. The moment I started to organize a group of people, that was something that I started to develop. So I started inviting a lot of friends, people, talking about real estate business, the lucrative income that they can get. And that started my real estate career. Ironically, not selling real estate, but selling opportunity to people who wanted to go into sales, who are more gifted into selling real estate. That became my role in this business.
All right. Wow. So that's well, for me that was very surprising. I didn't know that your success was more of into building teams. In your work, did you have leadership skills already, or did you also have to develop that as you were working in real estate?
Yeah, actually, that leadership thing, I guess, was developed in a lot of opportunities from civic works I was doing, from my office. So it's basically more on influencing the people you work with to follow you, and by being a good role model. I guess that really helped in my journey in the real estate selling business. As I said, when I started talking to people and was able to organize this group, everything just came into place. So the small group became a bigger group because I now focus on training people. Then those people that I trained started inviting more people. So eventually I saw myself not really in selling but into sales training. So it was an internal training that I did for my people. Of course, I did not earn as a trainer, but
Yes.
I earned based on the results of the people I trained to become real estate salespeople. So
Yeah.
basically, that started it all. I can attribute my success in this business, especially in this company that I put up. Now, Green Circle Realty is now 15-year-old company. It's still there, doing its good performance, and I basically attribute this in the sales organization that I did. Of course, teaching everyone how to become a very successful salesperson, and today as a salespreneur.
Yes, yes. So, how did you learn to, I guess, how did you develop those training skills? Were there resources available to you back then, or were there mentors who helped you in training people?
Yeah, I guess basically it's all about people skills that you first to develop. I remember I was working in government. I was into public
Yes.
service. I was into helping ordinary employees own a home. So we really assisted them from their loan application up to the time that they moved into their home. And I was in the public affairs department. I guess my public service and my people skills, di ba sabi ko, I'm so shy, but my public service work in Pag-ibig trained me to be a people person, to understand the people's behavior. So basically, when I got into recruitment of people, it was not difficult anymore because I know how to deal with people. Of course,
Yeah.
we want to help people who want to own homes, and we want to help people who are also hoping that one day they would become very successful and productive for their families. So it's basically people skills. So I've learned to believe that real estate selling, yes, it's all about real estate, but basically it's a people business. So either you deal
Yes.
with your customers or you deal with your sales partners. Real estate is not just about real estate business. It's more about people business. So that's really helped me go into this situation right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I totally agree, sir, that real estate is a people business. We're not really just selling properties. Especially, it's very emotional, di ba? The buying process is emotional. Even the selling process is also emotional. So, really having those people skills is very, very important. Now, in your experience, sir, as when you were training, do you have an idea, sir, how many people you've already trained in your entire career?
I guess I cannot count anymore. Thousands of people
Thousands,
came
yeah.
and went, no? But
Yes, yes.
happily, I've trained a lot of some of the most successful and kumbaga, financially stable real estate sales people today, or which who I call sales preneurs, no? So that's why they gave me this label called Master Salespreneur, because it
Yes.
used to be I was just the salespreneur. I was considering this my business, my real estate selling business, as a real business. But today, a lot of people has adopted that business discipline, that mindset. Kaya biglang tinawag akong Master Salespreneur, and I gladly accepted that tag, no? And today,
Mhm.
more people are becoming master salespreneurs themselves because they have also trained their people to become salespreneurs. So they keep on passing on the legacy, no? The legacy that I started. That's why this is something that I'm also happy about. It's not just about the income. It's not just about the selling results, but the legacy that we will leave, no, to the real estate industry.
Nice, nice. So you're not just keeping it to yourself. You're also training your people to become sales. Well, not just sales trainers, but really salespreneurs. Yeah. So, sir, is this just within your team in Green Circle Realty, or do you also conduct like public training already? Because you mentioned earlier, your training originally was just for your team.
Yeah, actually, it started with my team because it was based on my experience.
Yes.
Then I decided to share it with my team because, as I mentioned, that was the strategy that I had, no? So today, since it's really working for my team and a lot of people are asking about it, so I decided to share it with others, even for non-real estate salespeople, because my advocacy for salespreneurship now is really to, number one, to give a better self-esteem or confidence, no, or self-concept among salespeople. Di ba meron pa rin misconception na ahente lang ako.
Yes.
So through salespreneurship, I want to upgrade, no, yung self-concept or self-confidence or self-esteem ng ahente. Hindi tayo ahente lang. Ahente tayo. At dahil kung meron tayong negosyante mindset, dapat let's be proud of it and realize how important the role of an agent, di ba? In the business community. Without the agents, how can we bridge the product owner and the end user? Diba? So ang role natin, so dapat let's be proud about that. Second, I would like to elevate the selling profession to the next level at par with other professions. Kung gagawin din naman ng isang ahente, lalo na ngayon sa real estate, diba? PRC license din naman na tayo.
Yes.
Diba? We can be at par with success, with stature, with income. Hindi lang tayo ahente, kundi salespreneur tayo at par with other professionals. And of course, the salespreneurship's goal also is to produce more successful and more financially abundant salespeople. So what we can really be proud of what we're doing. Pusong ahente, utak negosyante, yun lang naman yung salespreneurship. Kaya tawag ko ngayon sa mga tao ko, negosyante. Kung hindi mo pa kaya mag-negosyante ngayon dahil malaking puhunan, pag-put up ka ng business, you can always be a negosyante. Although naka-trademark siya sa Green Circle Realty, no? Sa Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines, but I am very open to share it with anyone who's interested to become a salespreneur.
All right. What would be your tips for someone that who's working right now and they want to transition, like they want to try out real estate like you did, part-time, or maybe they're just new graduates of BSREM, that real estate management, and they want to get into real estate selling already. What would be your, I guess, top 3-4 tips for them so that they start their career on the right path?
Okay, in terms of qualities, number one, of course, is, as I mentioned earlier, it would be an advantage if you are a people person. So, because as I mentioned, real estate is a people business. Number two, right now, it's all about service. So, you must be a service-oriented person. And lately, ngayong panahon na to, because diba, digital transformation, there's a big advantage if you have that digital savvy, no? So you understand the basics of digital platforms, because at this point, especially during this pandemic, it's really crucial, no? How to meet people without going face to face. So basically, a lot of things. So pero in terms of qualities, yung tatlo na yon. Now, how to get started? Ako, sinasabi ko, this is a biased opinion because I am into project selling. I invite the newcomers to get started with project selling, because project selling is less tedious in terms of preparations, because you have a developer that would support you, or you have a real estate marketing to support you in getting started. You're focused on leads generation and selling, unlike when you go into general brokerage. You cover a lot of things. You do everything because you're on your own, because you are into general brokerage, unless you just link up with licensed brokers and you are just the leads generator. But as I've said, better to start into project selling. It's easier. Of course, when you go into project selling, you have the option. Either you just focus on selling, or you go into what I said a while ago, you go into organizing so that you can expand your sales operations much faster. So go into project selling. A lot of people will help you. Like in my case, I welcome newcomers to get started because I know the template, I know the formula. I even do a quick start because I know a lot of people fail not because they're not good, but they quit when they do not get started quickly. Kaya I have a special program on how to make a quick start in the real estate selling business. So I basically focus on the most important things to do to get started, so that immediately, diba, the moment you make your first sale, you're inspired to go into the other details of real estate selling.
So thank you, sir, for sharing those four items. Ano? So for those who want to get started, is Green Circle Realty, open to getting new agents? Are you actively recruiting?
Yes, so especially during this time, we're continuously expanding because we are also expanding our projects. And of course, we know as I mentioned a while ago, I'm an organization person. My slogan is always, you have to organize or you have to agonize. So this is basically one of the secret sauce. No, we all know that we have to organize or agonize. And diba, in sales, especially in salespreneurship, it's if you are not networking, you are not working. So basically, we are trying to expand. So everyone is welcome to join us, especially, of course, number one, the licensed brokers. For licensed brokers who want to monetize their license, this is an opportunity for you to open your eyes to project selling. Green Circle is looking for you because Green Circle needs a lot of salespeople. We are willing to train them as salespreneurs. We get accredited with us if you are a licensed broker, and we will help you accredit naman the 20 salespersons to become part of your license or to occupy your slots. Also, we're also looking for enterprising individuals who would want to be accredited salespersons, because in Green Circle Realty, we have homegrown real estate brokers who have not filled in their slots. So if you're willing to be trained, and you are serious about doing a real estate career, you can join Green Circle Realty as a salesperson. There will be licensed brokers within Green Circle Realty who can accommodate you. And we will start with you with all the trainings that we have. We will start with a basic salespreneurship training. Then we train you to do the deeper sales process. Then the documentation process. Then an advanced course on salespreneurship. So basically, these are the things that you have to pass through to become a more effective, successful Green Circle real estate salespreneur. So we put up our own training division for this. We call it the AIL, the Academy of Innovative Salespreneurship and Leadership Enhancement, or Leadership Excellence.
All right. Well, that's really encouraging.
We don't charge anything for our trainees because eventually they become part of our organic sales force.
Yes, and they will sell for you, generate the production for you. I think it's a good relationship.
We educate them, we equip them, we empower them so that they become successful and they become our sales partners.
Yes.